very early on with Edward Sharpe, we had these shows we staged in LA on our own at this theater. The first show, and we were very unknown, it was a large theater, and we were doing 4 weeks in a row as this sort of thing. And the first week, I got up on stage, and I reverted, because of the fear of being in front of people, I reverted to my old ways of self-protection and my old ways were to sort of be aggressive, show people that I don't care, that I have no fear up here, through being sort of self-destructive and combative, and gain my sort of confidence that way. And after the show, I was really upset with myself because that's not what I wanted to do anymore. And went on this drive with Orfeo, our percussion player, and we talked at length about it, and finally just came up with, when we go on stage, we're there just to be children, in the sense that it's like a show and tell. We're not rock stars, we're just people, and we're just going up there to share exuberantly, like to share with you what we think is really cool, something we did, just like a child would, to be children. And so we huddled up. We almost canceled the rest of the shows, but we huddled up for the second show, and I remember I said, you guys, we're not rock stars, we're children. That's all we're doing, and we're going up there to share, and that's it. And ever since then, that's sort of been, the mantra. And to bring it back to religion for a second, as probably my favorite thing.
It's all religion for me. So.
My favorite thing that we hear that Christ said is when someone said, how do you get into, the kingdom of heaven? Yeah. And he points to a child and he says, be like this child, be like a child, be like children. And, I'm obviously paraphrasing there, but he says something almost like that. It's English, obviously, so it's totally paraphrasing. But that idea of being childlike, of being a child, of letting recently at a show I blurted out, unprofessionalizing professionalism is my profession. To be childlike and allow that to come through and to allow that purity to really speak, that's one of the major keys to this liberation we're talking about, and to everything that I care about, and one of the keys, I think, to world peace, to forgiveness, because when we see children do things that are fucked up, we tend to forgive them. If we can realize that we are children, we can tend to forgive ourselves a bit more, part of a process, and we can be purer. And whether that means more confrontation, less confrontation, as long as it means less self-modulating sickness and dis-ease of societal sort of, it's really a perversion of ourselves that we end up going through and committing to by engaging with society on the level that we do, a daily basis. And it's, some people think that sickness is really a malady of the spirit. It comes from suppression of the spirit. And I don't think that's terribly far off in a certain sense, at least a certain definition of sickness. And so, just that following of the impulse, the spirit, and the trust in yourself that those impulses, once you trust yourself and know yourself to be on the path, and you've done your diligence to trust those moments and those instincts in yourself is, and forgive yourself is, it's everything, man. It's everything. I tell my manager often, because he'll complain plenty about this song was too long, and that song was this, and this was that, and and those are all fair complaints, and some people in the band have those complaints too. But I've told him before, the only real complaint I want to hear from you, if you ever have a complaint about a show, is to let me know that I was being unauthentic. If you think I was having a bullshit show, please tell me. Other than that, I'm probably not going to care about what you have to say.
Yeah. Well, think, amen.